Looks fucking loud. That looks loud. Loud, 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 loud.
Hi, welcome to the first episode of what's the name?
Mm.
Guess we'll put it on after the episode's done.
Yeah, we'll know what it's called soon. Yeah.
The name will appear from the mist, from the veil. Curtains will lift,
It's pronounced valley.
and the name will appear. Ah,
Different words? Yeah, different words.
different words. All right. So I guess the first thing we should talk about is probably who we are.
Lemongel.
Lemongel, lemongel, lemongelly, lemongello,
Lemon gel.
lemongel, lemongel, lemon gel. That's who we are. That's what we're about. So the name originated in the bar. In the bar we used to work out together. We used to work out together at a bar, and we went through several episodes of despair at this bar, and we eventually,
First one was meeting each other
meeting each other was quite
in the bean area, nonetheless.
in the bean area.
Bean. Bin.
The bin area. The bin area.
Bin area.
Yeah. The bin area we met.
Maybe that should have been our name.
We exchanged
Bin area.
ancestry information. We realized we both had Luso backgrounds. We both had musical backgrounds. And we both shared the same title in the job, which was barback.
Barback.
We were barbacking, collecting glasses,
Mm.
collecting glasses, and collecting glasses. It was a lot of fun. It was also, like I said, a lot of despair.
Yeah, it was alright. When you're 18, 19, it's good. Got a lot of energy. You can deal well with hangovers, which are a big part of that scene, as it were. Yeah, because you got to take to the bottle, after this, the things that you see.
Yeah.
And that's what we did.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. People will drink that all night, and then we'd think, what do we need to end this night? A drink.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes to start the night as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Allegedly. Great fun, though. Great fun. Wouldn't swap that experience for the world unless, of course.
I would not.
Yeah.
I wouldn't swap the people
Yeah.
that you've met. That's
That's the thing that kind of redeems it all. Is the people we met along the way. So fantastic.
mhm,
Great people.
yeah. Yeah, a lot of people from a lot of people that had dreams of being artists and doing music and stuff. So you meet a lot of people with similar goals.
Yeah.
But obviously it's very easy to put those goals to the side and just drink away.
The pain. Yeah. 100%.
Yeah.
100%. It was there was so many like really talented artists we came across
Mm.
all the time, you know.
Shout out
Some had
Raven Watch,
just
Sam Lowen. Actually, we didn't work with Raven, but that's met him under similar circumstances. We worked together
100%
in Bamboo, yeah.
Ollie McGee, um,
Mm. Hmm. I mean,
Ryan
when the
Pritchard.
when we did our first gigs as Lemongel, literally everyone on that band was someone that we worked either worked with or the you know Will, Sam, and Scott as well.
Absolute,
Um,
absolute. I have a picture to this day that Sam gifted me of that night. It was one of my favorite nights.
yeah,
The crowd was
around
solely
here
friends
somewhere.
and family. It was literally a dream.
Yeah, at a place that we used to work at.
At the place that we used to work at. Shout out, place we used to work at. It was great fun. Um, Lots of those people we still know today, we still speak to today. They're great friends. Yeah. A lot of the songs, a lot of the music,
Indeed.
a lot of the inspiration as well behind our music
Yeah, definitely.
came from those times and those people, you know.
I think the very uh, first 10 or more songs, I guess we can't call them songs, but lyrics, words, poems that we wrote, they were all about, that's for a period of time, for like about 3, 4 years. It was all about our experiences in the industry, both positive or negative, mostly negative, especially because at the time we actually started doing more music. It was a bit of a weird time where, if you worked at one of these places, Flora, 10 Lane, you kind of know what we're talking about. Shout out, no kidding. Um,
Shout out.
yeah. So we kind of, not really purposefully, 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 we, took from those experiences and we're just writing. Um, a lot of them just never saw the light of day. Um, and looking back at it, it's a bit, you know, part of me is glad that they didn't. Uh, but at the same time, it's just good learning experience, isn't it? Just I think it would have been what 2018, 2017, maybe, that we actually started, you know, writing songs and experiment with a few things. Um,
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, yeah. From the time that I got into more writing, I think you had kind of like played around with some ideas in the past, so much so that we did a live gig of just covers in the place we worked at the time, which was great fun. And then we did another live gig in the same place. We did a Justin Timberlake X ABBA mashup, and it was such a deep learning experience because there were so many mistakes that we made. We did it with friend Sam
Celio.
Cilio. Cilio.
Yeah, the Samoan genius, as they call him.
Yeah, yeah,
No one called him that, but
yeah.
um,
Mill Lane's Patrick Swayze.
yes,
But fantastic hair.
yeah,
And yeah, um, yeah, it was a good time. It was a good time. A lot of learning experiences there. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. It was. I mean, we didn't get much done. Um, Took us kind of a while to kind of fuse both our ways of approaching creative output. Obviously, I've always been more focused on the production side and wrote a few songs here and there. I like writing words as well, but um, it doesn't come to me as naturally, I think. But yeah, it was good. I think without wanting to sound too weird, I think it just became this bond. Obviously, from when we met each other, we can relate to each other on a lot of different levels. But then we just went through some experiences together, and I think for a few years, uh, people just wouldn't see one of us by ourselves at any
Yeah.
point.
I see.
And yeah, just always up to a lot of good. Um,
Yeah. Yeah. There was definitely something going
yeah,
on always.
and it's quite good as well. Like a lot of the people that we've met, even though we don't see them as often as we used to, is still great because we still see them often enough, or actually not often enough, but we still see them sometimes, and it's quite nice because we also went through similar experiences with those people,
Mm-hmm.
um, and it was quite nice on this past Wednesday, the gig we played at Porter's, which we should talk about. But it was very nice to see some familiar faces.
Yeah,
Connor
was
was there. Will was there,
Mr.
Morgan as
Craven.
well.
Yeah.
Sorry if I forgot anyone.
Morgaine.
But it was
Sam.
yeah. Oh yeah, I only saw Sam for like 5 seconds. I didn't get to see him in the end. Um, but yeah, it was lovely, and that gig was I enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah. That
I
gig was fire. We should definitely talk about that. That gig was so much fun. We
Yeah,
met loads of Cardiff artists.
yeah,
Loads of Cardiff artists. Literally countless Cardiff artists. Um, who did we meet? We met Miss Faithy Adjua. We already knew um,
sauce.
Source quite well, so every member of the Source we were quite well acquainted with, apart from maybe one or two people. So
Mm,
Jess, Farai, Callum, Lily.
mm,
Um, Bruno wasn't able to be there at the time, but we know Bruno well as well.
yeah,
Um, who else did we meet that night? We also met kind of, at least I walked by Mace the Great.
mm,
Seems like a chill guy. Seems
yeah.
like a cool guy.
So much
Great
energy.
performance,
Yeah,
great energy. Um, we just got to speak to a bunch of artists. Um, who else do we? Yeah, the um, Rosemary, who is behind Club Orange, was there as well. Got to have a great chat with her. It was just all round vibes,
mm,
great vibes.
yeah. It's definitely. I
Yeah,
mean, we haven't played a lot of gigs, but it's definitely my favorite gig
yeah.
because I feel I just kept looking at the boys and they just looked like they were having fun, and
Mm.
that's for me. That's the main bit.
Elena as
Um.
well. Sorry, I didn't mention. Elena was there, of course. She did our interview for
Oh
the
yeah.
Horizons Horizons post. Yeah, yeah. Sorry, you were saying.
No, it's just nice to see the boys having fun. Really. Um, yeah, it's a nice, very Porter's very cozy. Like you're really up close.
Mucho cozy.
Which is which is very very nice. But at the same time, it just feels like a slightly bigger venue than what we've played. Maybe it's not really bigger, but it's definitely designed for live music.
100%.
100%, yeah, which is great. And I mean, all of the boys we play with, they've already played at Porter's at least once or twice.
That's true.
So they knew what to expect.
Yeah. It was actually where we met Source the first time. It was at Porter's at one of their gigs. Um,
Yeah,
and it was great. It was great actually because that was the first time that I got to speak to Callum properly. Now, Callum and I are a lot closer. However, at the time we didn't know each other very well. But it was actually at Porter's that we met for the first time. So Porter's
mm,
is like that. It brings people together.
yeah, it does. Yes, it does. And you can buy pints there,
You can buy drinks. You can definitely
you
buy
c-
alcohol.
which
Nice.
is also great.
Nice for those who want to.
Yeah,
The team behind Porter's is super nice. Super
yeah.
lovely.
I
Weird.
yeah. No, sorry. I was gonna say I didn't get to didn't catch the name of the sound technician that was there, but he was absolutely lovely.
Yeah, his name is Sam and he plays for Belt,
Yeah, he told me he was a drummer. Yeah,
and he plays with a guy that I used to work with in a venue in Cardiff. Super nice guy.
yeah,
Um,
absolutely lovely.
and I'm pretty sure his name is also Sam. Uh, I might be getting that wrong. Sorry if I am. By the way, he was there at the gig as well. What a treat. So nice to see
What a
him.
treat. Yeah, it was lovely.
Yeah, shout out a Food Belt. Of course, we got to meet Lily Meyer as well. We forgot to mention.
Hmm.
Lily Meyer's performance was absolute flame.
Yeah, it was very nice.
So like vulnerable and like at the same time expressive and confident. Really inspiring. Source, of course, did fantastic
Yeah,
as per.
as per
It's
usual.
actually
Yeah.
super inspirational. Yeah, super cool to see. Something that I noticed, the Cardiff scene has just leveled up in the past like 2 years.
Mm.
Suddenly out of nowhere, loads of artists doing loads of gigs everywhere. Um,
You know why? 'Cause they all want to play with Sauce.
they all want to play with Source. Everyone wants to play with Source.
I want to play with
I
Sauce,
want to play
but
with Source, that's
uh,
for sure.
I don't have the skills.
Yeah, one day, we will be there.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, it's actually super cool. Super cool. Makes us feel like, do you know what? We're not the only ones that suddenly felt like this was the right time,
Yeah, I think so. I think
which is pretty
this,
cool.
from what we know, there's a lot of people waiting uh, or getting ready to release stuff very soon. Um, Source is releasing stuff very soon,
Very
which is
soon.
very exciting because obviously we've seen them live and it's great.
Mm. Hmm.
Very excited to see what will come out.
And
Um,
we're releasing stuff sort of soon.
really, no, yeah, we are. We've been working on a little EP.
Yeah.
Does it have a name yet?
The EP? No,
No. Okay.
no. Just like this podcast, it is nameless as of yet.
Nameless. Yeah.
Come to us by the end of the podcast. Maybe we'll have to think harder.
Maybe it would be called Nameless. No, that's stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, the EP is nameless, but it has songs in it. Don't worry. There's 4 songs.
There's 4 songs on the
It's
EP.
the magic number. Um,
Um,
and yeah, we're working on it. Um, few bits to finish. We've been very lucky to have the boys, as I always call them, and I haven't named them, but the boys are Charlie Herbert, Easy, and Josh Sharp. That's keys, drums, and bass. You've probably, if you're into the music scene in Cardiff, you probably have seen them play before.
Yeah, 100%.
And we were lucky to have them to do some sessions for this EP, which was very exciting working with real musicians instead
Yeah,
of me just trying to uh, make the computer sound like real musicians.
yeah,
And it all just, you know, it the way the sessions flowed. I was about to say flew. Uh, it was yeah,
they be flying.
it was great. Yeah, it was very very good. Really enjoyed it, and I'm really enjoying just finishing up the production bits
Mm,
because it's just lovely to be listening to music being played by really good musicians who I predict have a very intense but successful career ahead of them.
yeah,
I mean, they
100%.
yeah, only two of them have finished uni. They're already like
Everywhere. Like, yeah,
literally everywhere.
play where? Yeah, I'll be there.
Yeah,
I'll be there. Oh,
yeah,
oh, play what? Doesn't matter. I'll be there.
yeah.
It's pretty cool, actually. Really,
That'll
really
be
cool.
fun.
Yeah, 100%. So we bring out four new songs, four completely new songs with new sounds, new vibes. The first EP was more based off essentially our time in hospitality, I'd say, and the experiences that we had in hospitality, I'd say, is an accurate kind of.
Mm,
It was also a slightly different vibe because we're playing with musicians live, and that affects the way we think about music. We've also grown since then. We
mm.
released that EP in 2023, so
Yeah, and I think very importantly, the way we wrote the previous EP, we were living about 200 something miles away from each other. I was in West Sussex, in a little village called Asheswood. Shout out to Asheswood, it's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And you were in Grangetown.
I
Um,
was in G Town.
G Town, where it happens in Cardiff.
It all happens.
And we just kind of did collaborated, almost like it was more like a collaboration sort of thing,
Mm,
where you were sending me stuff, I'll send stuff back, you'd re-record, and these ones were just just started more. Almost all of them, I think, started with like a little sentence or something that either me or you started singing one day, and then I would come over and we just spend hours with the guitar. Just you would mainly focus on the words and me on the music, but we did it together, which was was a very different process. And for pretty much all of them, we kind of waited till we had them written down
mm,
before we've recorded anything more serious, anything more serious, like something like a demo, to pretty much all of them, I think. And it was just, me basing myself off the recordings that we had on our phones and
yeah,
recording all the instruments. And then we got better musicians to record it. um, and it worked quite well. Yeah. We had some help from Callum as well, uh, recording the drums, which was a great experience. Yes, my first time being in a proper studio, like recording some instruments, which was it's very exciting. Makes you want to go back because it's feels there's something different. Like go to a different space and
yeah,
um,
100%. 100%. Um, yeah, it was an entirely different approach. First EP was so much more. It was so separate in how it came about. It really didn't feel together. It felt like this is what we could do with what we had. And although we are still in the same position, really, we're kind of putting the time together, kind of stitching it up so that we can kind of make something whole. It's definitely something like something different. It's way more together where Duarte kind of had, let's say Duarte has an idea for a song. He'll bring over something quite raw that we can tweak together and perfect and come to some sort of conclusion with together. Because if it's something that's done, then it's something that's done. Then there doesn't need to be any further input. Something that we've kind of come to realize, especially over the last 10 years, pretty much that we've been on this journey, almost 10 years at least, is that when comes a point where you can't really work on a song any further. We struggled with this for a while, for a really long time, where we would rework the same song up until we were like, okay, we're happy with it. But we're only ever going to be so happy with a song. We're never going to be like, this is the perfect song. This is perfect now. It doesn't need a single other thing. You always kind of have the urge to try something else to see if it might work.
Mm.
But it's never pays off. It never pays off.
Yeah.
We've heard it from multiple sources that the first version was their favorite on many of our projects.
Mm.
So, and we agree. We
Yeah.
agree. We have like our bank. People don't realize this, but our bank is full. Our bank is completely full. We have
Not our
so
bank
many
accounts,
projects.
just to clarify.
Yeah, our bank
Um,
accounts could definitely do some watering. But
but yeah, we
yeah,
have many
many
projects,
projects in the bank.
many different styles and genres.
Mm,
I think we've when we've first very start very how can I why can I speak? When we first started like doing stuff together, we were kind of being a little bit more free with it, just doing whatever really. Obviously we always had sort of the whole hip hop ish um R&B ish vibe to it. I would do a lot of stuff on the side,
mm,
completely unrelated.
right.
Um and we've whilst before we were trying to be like, oh, this is this what lemon gel needs to be, and we kind of just let go of all of that, and we're just we've decided we're just going to release whatever we want to release, and um, you know, like I can live with people loving some of our stuff and hating some of our other stuff because you know um we kind of just really love doing it and love putting in the work.
Mm,
And we kind of just want to give people a wide variety of things. I think that really reflects both our music tastes and what we love to play and what we love to sing. So, and what it doesn't matter how different a song is in terms of production, or if you're doing like something more sample based, or if you are doing just like we did with DCP, more recorded and everything. um it all kind of changes when you play it live. And when that moment comes that you need to play it with a band, it just opens up for those musicians to bring whatever their experiences are and whatever they like to play or how they like to play. And I feel like we're quite welcoming of that. um And yeah, we're not obviously it is nice when you see a band that sounds like almost exactly like the records
Mm.
when they
Yeah.
play live, but at the same time I do like the whole just improvisation or just letting it get a little bit crazy.
There is that. There is that kind of like you almost want to have like you want that YouTube comment saying they swallowed the disc. You want that YouTube comment. But it doesn't have to be that way. It doesn't have to be that way. It's nothing nicer than going onto a band and you go to listen to a song and you listen to it in the album and it sounds one way, then you listen to it live and there's a nice surprise in the sense of you're not surprised that it sounds exactly the same. It would make sense if it sounded
Yeah.
exactly the same. What would be nice is for it to sound slightly different in and different in a good way.
Mm.
Maybe not making the album version less viable,
Mm.
but
Yeah, I much prefer the way our songs sound live
yeah, so especially the ones
because
so far anyway.
you are.
Especially the ones so far anyway.
Yeah. Um, he's just he'll be back in a second. Um, yeah, I think the versions live they're pretty close to what I w- wanted to wanted them to sound like in the first place. Obviously, there's things that you can't even like. I can't get into the mind of a drummer because I'm not a drummer myself. So when they start playing a song and you realize all the details, like particularly like in between sections and stuff, it just makes such a difference. And just the song just becomes way more. Um, but yeah, I just wanna. It's funny because on the when we did that interview with Horizons, shout out to Horizons Company,
Shout out
Company,
Horizons.
um,
Horizons.
Horizons. Sorry about that. When we did that interview, they asked us, okay, studio or live, and we both said studio, I think.
Yes.
But I've been thinking about it. It's just like I just wanna, I just wanna get back to that gig. I just wanna play again. Is
Yeah, that is true.
it's always so weird. Like where you're so tired of those songs. Like
Mm.
I was tired of these songs like 2 years ago. Um, and then we start playing them again, and even sometimes in rehearsals, this sound is a bit like just long. Um, Still very enjoyable because still playing music, but
Yeah.
when you get to the live setting, like it's yeah, it's something different. Like, and I that's what I was when we were playing. I was looking around. It was like these boys love
Mm.
playing live. It's
Yeah.
just like
Yeah.
that's where they come from. That's where they want to be.
Mm.
Um, and it shows. It
Yeah.
really shows when they play. Yeah.
100%. 100%. And if like there's this sort of I mean, I wasn't lying when I said studio, you know. I do prefer being in the studio than on stage, but it isn't to say that like being on stage is still considerably more enjoyable than doing almost anything else. I guess that's
Yeah.
why that's why we started a band. Like,
Yeah.
um, there is a magic to being on stage, especially when the songs are really like really tight and you're
It's
confident in
yeah.
the songs. You're confident in how well you know them. You can kind of take a step back. Let the playing or the singing be kind of automatic. You've practiced them loads of times. It's all
Mm.
kind of in your head and ready to go, and simply, enjoy the ride.
Yeah.
When things are new, it's intense. It's intense because you actually have to think about firstly the lyrics, and secondly, which I famously always forget. Not famously because I'm not famous, but yeah, amongst our friendship group, I'd say it's pretty well known that I have terrible memory, just period, for no particular reason. The the good side of playing a song live is that the next time you play it live, you'll feel even more comfortable and you'll be able to put even more emphasis on the
Mm.
theatrics of it, the performance side of it, rather than having to worry about whether or not you're on the right place at the right time, whether the band is going to react like this or like that.
Mm.
It just comes way more naturally.
Yeah.
Um, and I should say, we're at about perfect time. I'm going to double check quickly. Perfect time to do a quick
Two.
ad break. A little word from our sponsors who've made it all possible.
Lucy break. Blue Chew.
Blue Chew. Oh yeah, I guess we'll
Guys, if you're struggling, I've never had that problem myself, but I hear it's an epidemic.
yeah. You hear this?
Um,
You see this here? See this, Twade?
mhm.
You like this T-shirt?
That's pretty sick. Yeah, I do
It's a
like
pretty
it.
cool T-shirt, huh? It's a pretty cool T-shirt.
I do. It's 100% cotton.
100% cotton.
It's nice. Yeah, it's not even like one of them cheap print-ons. You can see the edges. No, it's nice.
Can't see any body hair. Sometimes you can because I'm hairy. Um,
Mm.
Pretty thick T-shirt. These are actually not the suppliers we're going to go with in the final product, but I feel like we should kind of let the people know.
Yeah.
Let the people know that
Is this the only color that it comes in?
not yet.
Not
Not
that doesn't make any sense,
does
but yeah,
that made more
not
sense in my
yet.
head.
It's not the only color.
Yeah, not yet. Yeah, maybe I should have picked a different set of words, but let's go with no. It's not the only set that is available. This is going to come in not only white and yellow, the yellow range, but it's also going to come in the black and yellow range. I'll show the back of the t-shirt as well. Tricky symbol.
It's a lemon,
It's a lemon.
and it's kind of clouds there.
Yeah, very
So
nice.
if you imagine sun setting,
Hell yeah.
the horizon with the clouds around,
Hell yeah.
that's what that is. But it's a lemon.
Yeah. Sunset, baby. Sunset. So we're looking to bring this t-shirt with this plus the back in white and black. We're also
Mm.
looking to bring a jumper. The jumper is also going to be in white and black, and it's going to be nice. Furthermore,
Mm.
we will hopefully be having hat, a hat that looks a little bit like this one that Duarte has on his head, but isn't that one. It
Mm.
looks a little bit like it isn't it. It's also going to have a yellow symbol. It's not going to be Carhartt.
Mm-mm. Unless Carhartt want to sponsor us.
Yeah, if Carhartt, reach out. We're friendly guys.
Yeah.
We're cool peeps.
Friendly
Just give
guys.
us like,
We love workwear.
yeah, we'll probably get like 3 views on this video, which means um
Not gonna get much for it. We'll be honest there.
yeah,
But you know,
one of the views will be mine, just to make sure I didn't mess up at any times and everything sounds alright.
mm,
The other one will be my mom. The other one maybe yours.
my mom, yeah.
Th-
I'm not gonna watch it.
Yeah. 3 guaranteed views there, Carhartt. I feel like that's pretty good. What else can you ask for?
Mm-hmm.
If anything, Carhartt, don't be so selfish. You've
We want to
got
call out Carhartt as a
yeah.
whole brand.
Everyone knows Carhartt. Okay, everyone knows Carhartt. You don't have to sponsor us, but listen, you may as well. You may as well
You may as well.
do something for the people of Cardiff.
Actually,
We deserve a sponsorship from Carhartt.
it kind of sounds like Cardiff, isn't it? It doesn't, but yeah, please. Or, you know,
Who else's sponsorships?
who would you like to sponsor you?
BetterHelp.
BetterHelp.
If you want to reach out,
I watch all of your adverts. I never
watch
skip one.
every single one. I've never skipped an advert. I always find them so helpful. They're so. How did you know that I had mental health issues and that I have friends that are willing to talk to me about this,
Because you're on YouTube. That's how they know.
but that my friends don't want to talk to me about this? That I should
Yeah.
rely on a professional with years of experience.
Mm.
That's such a good shout. BetterHelp. Thank you for that.
Mm.
I'll definitely keep it in mind. Whether or not I use your services depends on whether or not you sponsor the video. Now, who else should sponsor us or could sponsor us?
Mm.
Cardiff Council. Cardiff Council.
Yeah.
Give us a sponsorship. That'd be great.
Again, can't promise anything in return.
Can't promise a single thing in return. Not a single thing.
Not a single thing.
Will you get?
I can't even promise that we would remember to read the adverts.
Yeah. If you give us a script for the adverts,
I can't read. So,
who knows what will happen?
yeah.
It's all just
Mm.
really, really.
Tell you who's a sponsor. I'd love San Pellegrino.
San Pellegrino. Oh,
Now,
San
San
Pellegrino.
Pellegrino, I would read anything you send.
Yeah.
Literally anything. I don't care. I wouldn't even read it before.
100%. What's your favorite flavor of San Pellegrino?
I quite like just the normal sparkling water.
The normal sparkling water, very nice.
The greenish bottles. I also like the limonata.
It's actually my favorite.
I think it's my favorite as well.
The sparkling water is my favorite brand of sparkling water.
It's so good.
If I'm in Portugal, I'll usually go for the Água das Pedras.
Água das Pedras.
Água
Oh,
das
Castelo
Pedras,
is
muito-
nice too.
Muito saborosa, muito saborosa.
Yeah,
Eu
it's
gosto,
very nice.
gosto. But
Água das Pedras, if you want to sponsor us.
Yeah.
Compal, if you want to sponsor us.
Compal.
That's a deep cut.
Flashback Friday. This is not going to be released on Friday, but I'm still saying. Who else should sponsor us? What would be an actual sponsorship that we would be able to get? Premier Corner Shop.
Ooh, yes.
Premier Corner Shops. Premier Corner Shops are everywhere. Listen here. You have an opportunity to do some good here, to give back to the community of Cardiff. And I know there's plenty of you out there. There's plenty of premiers, right? Just give us like a tenner a month.
Literally, yeah.
Less.
A tenner like every 2 Fridays.
Every 2 Fridays. Every 2 Fridays, a tenner.
That's more than what we spend at Premier Shops anyway, so...
No, that's less. That's less than what we spend. We spend loads of money at premiers.
Oh,
all the
yes, that's what I
time.
wanted to say, sorry.
We spend
more.
loads.
Yeah, that's the one.
We spend loads of money at premiers all the time. Please sponsor us with either, I don't know, instant coffee maybe, I don't know.
Food, Swedish meatballs, chicken bites.
Instant gelatin packs. I like those.
Yeah.
And they call jellos or something, I don't know. Either way, yeah.
Chewing gum. I think.
Chewing gum.
Yeah.
One pack of chewing gum like every 3 days. that would do us just, well, we'd say really good things about you on this podcast.
Mm,
Really good things.
yeah.
But if you don't sponsor us, we're gonna say bad things about you, Premier. We're gonna say
I'm not.
we're gonna hang
No,
the
you will.
we're
And I
gonna
can't stop.
we're gonna leave it out. We're gonna leave it all out. We're gonna bring up all the bad stuff that you've sold us over the past however long. Okay, so keep that in mind. This is not a threat. It's a promise.
Mm, nice.
I just letting you know, Premier shops. Maybe. Yeah, maybe
I
we'll
just
get
want to
this
say
off.
that what Daniel just said is I don't you know
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
agree with that. But you know, the
yeah,
warning is there.
yeah,
Um,
exactly. Exactly. No, I stand by that. I stand by that.
mm,
Premier. No, Premier peeps are pretty chill usually. Actually, pretty
yeah.
chill guys. Thank you, Premier, for your continued service to the community.
Mm, hmm.
Surely stop talking about Premier.
Yeah, we should probably stop. Um,
So that's the ad portion of the video gone. We'll now get back to the video. We'll just talk about
what's the time on this?
what's the time.
The how long have we been running for?
We got another 10 minutes. 10 minutes before we go into Patreon.
Yeah, and that's where the real fun happens.
Exactly it. On this episode of To Be Confirmed, we will discuss all sorts of things. One of the things we will discuss is listed below in the comments, the caption, whatever you want to call it.
Description.
Yeah. Prescription.
Description. Description.
I need a prescription.
Yeah, I don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, I don't know what we were talking about prior to this, but I guess we can.
I guess lemon gel. That's the point of the
Yeah.
podcast.
That's the point of the podcast, yeah. And
point
actually,
of
we
the-
could discuss a little bit about what our plans are with the podcast. You know,
Yeah, that would be. I think that would be a good idea.
do you want to tell them a little bit about it?
Yeah, I guess content farming. Nah. Um, I guess one thing is we feel it's good to talk about you know where we're going creatively, um, and when we say we, not only lemon gel but the whole Cardiff music scene.
Yes.
I think that's something that you mentioned that you wanted to do with the podcast, which I agree, and that's maybe the most exciting part for me, which is just speak to loads of people that do music around Cardiff, see what they're all about, see what their goals are, see what they how they approach creativity and the creative process.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because we've met a lot of people, usually just like a quick 5-minute chat, but you know, there's a lot of talented people. So
A lot of talented people, and there's so much to learn when people come together. I know that sounds a little bit cheesy, but it's the truth. So much to learn from people in the industry who have made that choice that this is what they're going to do and they're going to give it their all. I'd love to converse more with this type of person and discover what they're about. Not only that, discover what their process for creativity is. Artists of all sorts, not just musicians, artists of any kind. I feel like they're all branches with the same tree, and so much, there's so much that we could learn from.
yeah, definitely. definitely. Um,
This introductory podcast has been more like, descriptive rather than, you know, something kind of specifically about something. But we thought we'd
we
start it
will,
off like this.
yeah, we will talk about something. We will actually say something at some point.
Mm. Oh, we should probably give a time. Oh, yeah. So there's a few gigs coming up. First,
That is true.
likely the 11th of April. 11th of April at, I never know how to say it,
I don't know. It's either.
in
Mm,
town. In town. Oh, is it
I
maybe the
don't
new
know.
moon? I should probably check that.
Scratch that.
I should probably double check that. But either way, you'll have further information about that closer to the date. On the 19th of April, we will be at Paradise Gardens. 19th
Yes.
of April, Paradise Gardens. You can catch us there.
Mm-hmm.
Opening for Bowcat. That's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
A lot of fun, I
I've seen
think.
some stuff from Balcat.
Yeah.
Just some videos like taken on a phone, and they look very energetic live. It's very
Very cool.
nice. Yeah.
Very cool. I'm very excited for that. 19th of April, Paradise Gardens. Do not miss it.
Please. Please don't miss it.
What else is happening? There's something else happening. Oh, yeah.
So far.
I'm not sure who would be coming down, but if you want to come down, you're welcome to. It would be great.
Mm-hmm.
Tickets will be linked in the bio, but there's a bit of a cozy event happening in Coventry, put on by Sofa Sounds. We're going to
Mm-hmm.
be going down there. We're going to put on a tiny set, not a tiny desk, a tiny set, and it's going to be very cozy, very nice. We're going to do a range of songs that we haven't done live before.
Yeah,
It's going to be it's going to be a lot of fun, I think. A lot of fun.
I think so
So if you want to
too.
come down, you'll feel welcome to, or just catch the video when it comes out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's going to be very cozy, very warm,
Mm-hmm.
very cute.
We're hoping to do a couple of festivals this year, but
Yeah.
no confirmation just yet.
No, we like to surprise the people.
Mm-hmm.
There's a
Exactly.
lot of things happening at the moment with us, and we don't want to kind of give everything away. But obviously, we've already told you that there's going to be merch,
Glastonbury, we're coming for you.
merchandise, mercas,
Merchandise.
merchandise. Very nice. Yeah, there's going to be a bunch of merchandise. This is going to be available on the website. It's actually up already, but don't take a look at it. It's not complete.
No.
It's not complete yet, but a lot of information there. EPK, etc., etc. Bit of a gallery with some of our previous gigs. Is also our Block Sessions live performance. Shout out Will Langley, Tom Orton from our Block
Oh,
Sessions.
yes.
What a dream pair, what a dream team. No, absolutely. There's a bunch of things happening. Hopefully, a couple of festivals.
Yeah.
A couple of nice festivals. That'd be really cool. That'd be really cute to add to the repertoire. And when we're closer to the date, we'll let you know via one of these very awkward videos.
Yeah. And, I don't have anything to say. I don't know why I started talking, but
Nice.
yeah, please come to our gigs. Please listen to our music. We promise new music very, very soon. We'll probably be releasing a single at some point in the next couple of months.
Singles.
Singles. Not unlike this guy.
Singles and Pringles. 100%.
Magneto. I'm a double. But king size actually.
double-sized bed,
Yeah,
king
we're
size.
very excited to
Which one's the bigger bed? Is it king
Queen, I
size or
think it
queen
is.
size? That's it. Queen
Or
size,
actually, the
biggest bed.
bigger bed is Shaquille O'Neal's bed.
Shaquille
That's
O'Neal.
the biggest bed in the
You
world.
can only get.
That's Shaq size.
There's only
Is
one Shaquille O'Neal bed.
yeah.
It's actually just a giant inflatable.
Mm.
Surely, that man is literally like how
How?
how
Yeah, like how did they get it in the house?
much you need cope.
Rolled up. Yeah, true.
Shaquille
Shaquille
O'Neal, the
O'Neal, if you
man.
want to sponsor us,
Shaquille O'Neal.
you do a lot of good things.
Yeah,
You go into Walmart and you just buy people things.
yeah.
If you can get you and Premier in together,
That'd be fantastic. That'd be
yeah,
absolutely fantastic. Any Cardiff businesses, in all seriousness, though, jokes aside, any Cardiff businesses want to sponsor us, give us your money. Give us your money, and you'll be happy. We will say good things. We will say good things, and you know
mm-hmm.
we're not even expensive to buy. We're
Mm-mm.
not expensive to buy at all. We will say on most things if you just give us a enough money. Probably not most things. Some things. We'll say some nice things.
Something, yeah,
There's a line. Give us, just give us something.
yeah,
Tequila brands, that'd be sick.
that would be good.
Or maybe not advocating alcohol,
Yeah, we're
but I do
not
like tequila.
not telling people to drink alcohol.
Yeah,
You know,
don't drink, but if you do, San Pellegrino.
San Pellegrino. Yeah, if you
San
enjoy,
Pellegrino.
little vodka soda, gin and soda, you know,
Yeah, tell us your drink.
you do what you got to do.
Yeah,
But San Pellegrino,
San Pellegrino.
that
Or
made no
maybe
sense. But yeah,
maybe even a brand of floor cleaner that wants to sponsor us.
how did Evans lemon gel? And I
Evans.
know you do other things as well.
Yeah, you do pine gel,
You do
which is
pine
the
gel.
worst. It's the worst. I'll come out and say it. I'll be that guy.
I mean, yeah, but it still does the job. Obviously, nothing compares to lemon gel.
Sure,
But
100%. But at the same time, a little bit of vinegar and baking soda will do the job when it comes to that department. But what do we want? We want lemon gel.
yeah, Evans lemon gel
Yeah.
specifically.
Evans lemon gel. Evans. Sponsor
It's
us.
please, it's you're my favorite product in
You're
the whole
mine.
world. We named our band after your product specifically. There's other companies that do lemon gel out there, and it just doesn't come close. Evans is the one,
Yeah.
and I always make sure I don't waste a bit. It gets to the bottom of the bottle, add a little bit of hot water from the
Yeah.
kettle, mix it up.
Yeah. A little bit of honey. Basically, that's my tea done. It's delicious.
That's not what I was
Everyone,
going, but yeah, I mean
everyone should
that
try
would
it.
explain a lot. Yeah,
Everyone should try it. Lemon gel. If any companies making lemon gel, I know you're listening to this, Evans. I know you're listening to this.
mm. I've researched you.
I know.
I know who owns the company.
Yeah, I know an Evans representative is going to reach out to us and be like, you know what?
Please,
You're not allowed to say our words, our name anymore. But you don't own Lemon Gel. Okay? We are Lemon Gel. And we're reaching out nicely. We're being the bigger peeps. We're saying, hey, you want to sponsor us for all the free marketing? Sure. We won't say no.
hmm
We won't be mad about it. We won't be upset. Leave that in your lap.
please.
Leave that in your hands.
The ball is in your court.
Ball is in your court.
hmm
Bangers. We're now going to go over to, what's the name of the website?
Patreon.
Patreon. We're now going to go over to Patreon where we actually have a plan of delivering something with value.
Still can't promise it, but
We can't promise it because, of course, it's all subjective. But at the same time, definitely don't miss it. Switch over to Patreon now if you want to see the rest of this interview. Um, things on that will feature on our Patreon in the future are the following. With interviews with other people will be, for example, us making a song, us discussing a song in depth, us um, listening to one of our favorite artists and commenting on it, us discussing uh, more in depth about the artist's life and analyzing what essentially made them and built them the artist that they are today.
mm, I'm also going to talk a bunch of wacky stuff.
Wackaroonie.
No, I'm kidding.
Is that a bad word? Whack? It's not a bad word, is it?
Whack can mean like that. That's whack, bro.
Yeah, is that good or bad? Is
It
that a
can also,
positive or a negative? I never understood.
I think it is like kind of that's weak.
Ah, so it's negative. Okay.
But wacky would be like
Crazy.
crazy, controversial in a way.
Right, right. Yeah, we're definitely not going to be controversial, but we will be honest always.
Mm-hmm.
No promises on either of those statements.
Yeah. Bye for now.
Patreon, 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 Patreon.